How's it going, guys? King of the fourth quarter here, and we are back into more of our Minnesota Timberwolves MyGM. Finally here in the second round of this playoffs. Wow. So last series we end up beating the New Orleans Pelicans 4-1, and now we're going against this Houston Rockets team that has a lot of weapons. So we are the 3rd seed, they are the 7th seed. If you guys don't remember, we tried our best to prevent ourselves from this matchup because this Houston Rockets team is scary. They end up beating the number 2 seed, who is it, the Los Angeles Clippers. And you know, the Clippers always have a great team, but this Houston Rockets team has so many pieces. They got Ty Lawson, James Harden, of course, Trevor Ariza, Montezumas, and Dwight Howard is their starting lineup. And then off the bench, they got Eric Gordon, 6-man, and then Patrick Beverley. So they got some depth pretty much at every position. And that's one of the reasons we tried to avoid them. But this is actually our 3rd episode in 3 days. I'm out here grinding for you guys, man. I got so much going on with school, work, this channel, and I'm still grinding these videos. So I need you guys to drop a like right here, right now, early, because this game is intense. And you'll see that later. So, of course, coming into this game, we have to set up a game plan. We have 2 players on our radar that we definitely have to at least try to stop at all costs. And of course, that's James Harden, who basically was top 2 in the league last year in points per game, actually. And then Dwight Howard, who still, even though this year in real life he's sitting out back-to-backs, he's still an elite center in this league. And you'll see how much of an impact the guy has on this game as it goes on. But that's our 2 things. We have to try to stop those 2 guys. Of course, that's not it because they do have pieces pretty much at every position. But I feel like if we can start there, the other guys will follow. Right here, we're going to leave a wide open Trevor Ariza. That's not good. And it's not starting off great. We're actually down by over 10 points early in this game at home. If we lose game 1, it kind of sucks, right? The first game usually is where you set the tempo. Usually the team that wins game 1 goes on to win the series. And if we lose here, we give up our home court advantage. So it's essential that we come out here and play our best ball, but that's not happening so far. Right here, James Harden's wide open. He misses, but look at the man, Dwight Howard. We got to get a body on that guy. He had like 3, 4, or maybe even 5 tip putbacks in this game, and some of them came at crucial times. Right here, we're going to give up another miss to Trevor. Oh, lucky bounce, right? No, Trevor Ariza was knocking that down all game. That was another one. Like, some of the times when James Harden was driving, we tried to draw the double team, and that left Trevor Ariza, and when he's wide open, he's probably not going to miss that. So it's not looking good. We're down by 17. It's like this team has experience, just like, well, pretty much every team in the playoffs except for us has experience in the playoffs. So they have a lot to go on. Right here, we're going to get Eric Gordon in the air. Jimmy Butler throwing that down. We're trying to make sure he doesn't disappear because, you know, he has a tendency of doing that. But at halftime, we're down by 17. You guys are probably thinking, there wasn't too many highlights in that first half. That's because I cut out a lot of the highlights in the first half, because the second half was so intense. So the first half, we drug ourselves into a huge hole. And in the second half is where things start to get good. So right here, we're down by 13. We're basically trying to get stops, trying to piece together points one at a time. Another tip dunk by Dwight. I think I had Eric Gordon guarding him in this game. This is actually a learning process. Game 1 and 2, basically, we try to figure out what the best matchups are for us. Right here, pick and roll with Jimmy Butler. We're going to give it up. One more pass. You see, I don't know how Dwight ended up on his butt, but we got 2 points out of it. And now the game is still, well, I was going to say it's getting better, but not so much. Right here, Wiggins with the dunk. I think that's the start. This late 3rd quarter was all about Wiggins, man. Wiggins is the man. Right here, he tried to get that steal, but it's okay because we get it anyway. We're running a break. You notice what we do. We like to run fast break, and I'm going to pull up Wiggins right here. Why not? It's late in this 3rd quarter. We're down by over 12 points. We need to get something going early, and that's exactly what we did. We pulled that 3, and it happened to go in. Right here, we're going to give it to what I think is our spark plug, Myers Leonard. Look who he's going to find out here in the corner. 2 possessions in the row. Wiggins knocking down that 3. So now we're only down by 9. So things are starting to turn around. We're still just trying to play our defensive game right here. I brought the double team, got the steal with Tyus Jones. You know who we're going to find on this fast break? Wiggins. That's 8 straight points for our guy Andrew Wiggins. And it's not going to stop there, guys. They had to call the timeout, but fresh out of the timeout, we have something to do. Down by 9. Step back. You see we got him off his feet. We give it to Wiggins, though. Nice mid-range jumper, and that was down to 7. So Wiggins decided to take off in his 3rd quarter. Miss right there by Dwight Howard, running a fast break. Who we're going to throw it up to? Wiggins with another finish. But it seems like every time he scores, they had already scored. So we're not closing the gap too much. Right here down by 5. But that's going to change. It's a minute left in this third quarter, and we're still just trying to play some really good defense. Right here, they tried to isolate my man Tyus Jones, but look at that help defense and the block. Who is going to be running the break? Our captain, throwing it down, and now it's just a 3-point game. In one quarter, we turned an 18-point deficit down to a 3-point game, and right here, we're going to play. This is what we do. We run our plays for our guys. Wiggins, of course, finishing at the hoop, man. And now we're down by 1. They end up scoring again, but time winding down in this third quarter. Wiggins pulling up, and that is cash. It is a brand new game here going into the fourth quarter. 80-80. Wiggins ended up with 18 points in that third quarter alone. So now it's a brand new game. I think we have the momentum. So we're just trying to keep it going right here. Nice post move by our guy Karl-Anthony Towns, and he's going to finish at the hoop. The guy was kind of silent early in the game, but in the second half, he started to do him just as much as Wiggins. Right here, pick and roll. We're going to give it to our guy Karl-Anthony Towns again. So like right now, we're going back to forth. I'm not really showing you guys their highlights because they're getting pretty simple buckets. They're not doing anything special like we are. See, we playing that team ball. We had an open layup, but we kicked that out to Zach LaVine, trusting our guys, and he's going to knock down that 3. Right here, Tyus Jones was guarding Dwight Howard. We end up calling for the double team. They missed the shot, but Dwight was all alone for another putback. So about 3.5 minutes left, down by 3 still, so it's not out of reach. Right here, Karl-Anthony Towns. For some reason, Dwight Howard's always on the floor. We're not complaining because we're going to take advantage of that every time. So now it's a 1-point game. We're trying to take the lead right here on this possession. We're going to give it up to our rookie, Eric Woods, finishing at the cup. So now we have the lead with 2.5 minutes left, and I'm pumped. I know you guys are probably pumped too because we just turned this game all the way around until Trevor Ariza knocks down another 3. So it's a little under 2 minutes left. We're down by 1, but we're not discouraged, man. We're trying to play our game, and this is how we do it. Fast break, high tempo. That's what we do, and that's a dunk by our captain, and now we're up by 1. So this is where things have been intense, but this is how things turn around right here. Wiggins with the steal on the inbound pass, and I could have passed it up to one of the 2 guys ahead of me, but I was like, Wiggins, you deserve this. So I let him keep going with that. So now we're up by 3. Give it up right here. This is not a smart shot. It was 40 seconds left. We had a brand new shot clock. I don't know what I was thinking. I tried to finish. That was a very difficult shot, but now we got to play defense. I kind of just dug ourselves in a hole, basically. We could have just held the ball, and they get a 3. Oh, that was a 2. Okay, they get a 2. So now we're only up by 1. So we tried to run down as much clock as we can. Right here, big bucket by Jimmy Butler and 1. 11 seconds left. If he can make this free throw, this game is probably over, and he does. So 11 seconds left. We're just trying to prevent them from getting an easy bucket. And look at Mationis in the corner knocking that down. And this is scary. Watch this. I tried to inbound it. They got the steal. He missed the wide open layup, and that's going to be the end of the game, guys. Here, less than a second left. I decided right here, I tried to make the first free throw. He missed. They have no timeouts left at this time, so I'm like, you know what? We missed this. They get the rebound. They don't have a time to put up a shot. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Missed that very early. They get the rebound, and it is over. Very dangerous play. Tried to inbound. It turned it over. They missed the layup, but it doesn't matter. We went out here. Coach Ray Allen, rookie Coach Ray Allen, led his team to another win here in the playoffs. Game 1 was taken by our Minnesota Timberwolves. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave it a like, man. It's the King of the Fourth, and I'm out. Thanks so much for watching.